Hello, welcome to Empowering SMEs, our weekly update from ESS Small Business. This week, what I want to talk to you about is the JobKeeper changes that the Prime Minister and Treasurer announced yesterday and crowdsource funding highlights. So let's go to the JobKeeper situation first. The government has announced that for the continuation of JobKeeper after the end of September, the determination as to whether a business can continue to utilise JobKeeper will be based on the turnover achieved by the business in the quarter of July, August, September, as compared to the same 3 months in 2019. And to continue to utilise JobKeeper, there has to be a 30% drop in income for businesses with turnovers up to $1 billion. And for charities and not-for-profits, the turnover has to reduce by 15%. You will recall that when this condition was originally announced, that you had to qualify in both the June quarter and the September quarter. Because of the very significant problems that are now emerging in Victoria, the government has decided that the change will be determined on the September quarter only, but they cannot apply that just for Victoria, so it applies throughout Australia. So please take that into account in your thinking and planning of your business operations. The other big news relates to crowdsource funding equity raising highlights. This week we had Anna Gunther, the director of Pledge Me, a crowdsource funding equity raising intermediary, as a keynote speaker in our webinar for small business and medium-sized enterprises. Anna indicated that she had prepared some highlights of the crowdsource funding industry so far. Her company has raised over $50 million for companies in both New Zealand and Australia from crowdsource funding equity raising. 80% of the investors were aged under 35 years of age. There's been some spectacular raises, $1 million capital raised in 10 minutes, $500,000 in capital raised in 30 minutes. Anna indicated that the worldwide expectation from crowdsource funding equity raising is that by 2025, the amount of capital to be raised will exceed $300 billion. It's a lot of money. She also indicated that 50% of founders in companies that Pledge Me has assisted were females. She also indicated that to be successful in crowdsource funding equity raising, a company needs to have fans, and that 80% of investors have been customers of the business. She also stressed that companies need to have a good social media presence, and they need to be articulating their social media platforms and traditional media for at least 4 to 5 months prior to trying to raise capital, so that the general public, the fans, have got a good idea of what's going on. So I hope you find that interesting. And if you want to talk to us on any aspect of crowdsource funding equity raising, please give me a ring, 1-800-232-088, and I'll be happy to talk to you. Our next webinar targeted at SMEs is on Wednesday the 12th of August at 12 noon AEST. Priscilla B. Smith, the Director of Cloud9 Associates in Brisbane, will talk about the assistance that an accountant can give to small businesses and medium-sized enterprises to help you formulate your strategies for what will be a very difficult year in 2020-21. And I'll be talking to you about enterprise mentoring workshops and how this can assist your leadership team to hone their skills on a range of business activities beyond their specific skill that they've currently got. Because a leadership team's got to be able to look across the total business picture if they're going to be able to contribute in a worthwhile manner. So register for that free webinar by going to our website, www.esssmallbusiness.com.au/webinars. Stay safe. Thanks for being with us today. Have a great day. Goodbye.